So do you also use Zoho Forms and Zenler for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to enroll Zenler user on Zoho Forms submission. So with here I'm running a Edutech company and we offer free courses to all our potential clients, and we use Zoho Forms to collect the registrations for these free courses. So now what I want is that as soon as someone registers for my free course with the help of Zoho Forms, automatically that same potential client should be enrolled into that free course in my Zenler account too. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Zoho Forms and Zenler. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically enroll Zenler user whenever a new submission is made on Zoho Forms. So this integration ensures that once a user fills out your Zoho form, they're instantly added to your Zenler platform, granting them seamless access to your courses without any manual efforts. So stay tuned as I guide you through this process. So let's get started. So to do this, I have simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to enroll Zenler user on Zoho Forms submission, Zoho Forms to Zenler. And then we simply have to click on this create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. All right. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this, you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started with our automation, we simply have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Zoho Forms. So I'm just going to search for Zoho Forms, and as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new form submission is made in my Zoho Forms account, my workflow should be triggered or started. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Zoho Forms account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we have to do is we simply have to copy this webhook URL and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Zoho Forms account, go to the existing form you wish to integrate and then click on edit. Visit integrations, webhooks and then configure webhook, enable the webhook status. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Zoho Forms, and over here you can see all the forms which I've created using Zoho Forms. So if you want to create a new form, you can go towards this new form button. But I'm just going to use one form from this only, which is this mastering digital marketing. So I'm just going to go towards the edit of the same form I want to create this automation for. So you also have to open the same form for which you want to create this automation. And after coming over here, we have to go towards the integrations Integrations tab. And after going towards the Integration tab, we have to go towards the left side of the bar and look for webhooks. And as you can see webhooks, we have to go towards this webhooks section. You can see that I've already enabled this webhook status. So if it is switched off in your case, then you have to enable it right from here. And after enabling the webhook status, it is asking me for the webhook URL. So we simply have to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow right over here in the webhook URL field. And now for the content type, we have to select it as application/JSON. And now for the authorization type, we have to select it as journal only. You can enter the payload parameters like I have did right over here. And after doing all of this, we simply have to click on this save. And as soon as we're going to click on this save, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully added our webhook URL right over here into our Zoho Forms account. And with this we have successfully created a connection between our Zoho Forms and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission/record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is I'm just going to open my Zoho Forms account, and as you can see the button of access form, so I'm just going to click on this access form button right over here, and I'm just going to fill in this form and do the test submission. Let's say for the first name, I'm just going to keep it as dem user. All right, for the phone number, as you can see, I'm just going to keep it as this. For the email, we are going to keep it as demo user6555@pabblytunes.com, and then we simply have to click on this submit. And yes, you can see thank you, your response has been submitted. So now Zoho Forms has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. All right, so now I'm just going to open my workflow, and yes, over here we are going to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is going to capture the response for the test submission. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see the same first name, same last name, same phone number, and the same email address which we entered in our test submission. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new form submission is received in my Zoho Forms, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, we're going to move on forward towards our action step. Now what I want is, I want to enroll a Zenler user on Zoho Forms submission. So now for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Zenler right over here. So I'm just going to search for Zenler, and as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as enroll user to a course, and then click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Zenler account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the API key and the school/account. And to get this, we simply have to follow the help text, and it is saying you can get your API key from this link. All right, and also it is saying enter your school name. If your URL is this, then your school name would be this. All right, so first we are just going to enter the school name, and then we are going to go towards the API key. All right, so to get the school name, it is saying if your URL is this, then your school name would be this, which is before.newzenler.com, and after this https//. So I'm just going to open my Zenler account, and as you can see that this is my school name, which is Pabbly, which is before.newzenler.com, and after this https//. So I'm just going to copy this Pabbly right from here, and then we are simply going to paste the school name right over here, which is Pabbly. And now we're going to move on towards the API key. So I'm just going to copy the URL which we have given right over here and paste it in a new tab. And now instead of the school name, I'm just going to enter my school name right over here, which was Pabbly, right? So I'm just going to enter Pabbly right over here. And after entering the school name, I'm just going to click on this enter right over here. And yes, you can see that now it is going to show me my API key. As you can see that this is my API key. So I'm just going to copy this API key, and then we are simply going to paste this API key right over here in my workflow. And after pasting this API key and the school name, we simply have to click on this save. And as soon as we're going to click on this save, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Zenler account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the course ID. So whether I want to create this automation for this course, which is digital marketing course, because this is the free course I'm offering to all my leads. So I'm just going to select the same course for which I want to create this automation. And now it is asking me for the course plan ID. And to get this ID, we simply have to follow the help text. What we're going to do is, I'm just going to open my Zenler account, and now from here we have to go towards our courses. All right, and after coming over here towards the courses, you can see all the courses I have in my Zenler account, but we have to select the course for which we want to create the automation and open that. And after coming over here, we have to go towards the pricing of this course, and after coming over here towards the pricing of this course, we have to go towards this edit section. And after coming over here towards the edit section, yes, you can see this is our course plan ID, which is after pricing and before edit. So you can see that in the help text also it has mentioned this, that it would be after pricing and before edit. So this is my course plan ID. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it right over here in my workflow. Now after pasting this, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the email address. So it is saying enter the email address. If the email address doesn't exist, Pabbly will first create a new user and then enroll the user to the course. All right, so I'm just going to enter the email address of my potential client which we received from our Zoho Forms account, but we're not going to enter the email address manually like this by typing it or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Zoho Forms as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details automatically, my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that it is asking me for the email address, right? So over here I'm just going to map this email address. So I'm just going to open the response and map the email address. Same we're going to do with the first name and the last name too. I'm just going to open the previous response and map all of these details, and after mapping all of these details, we simply have to click on this save and send test request, and as soon as we're going to do so, it is saying success, user has been enrolled with the plan. All right, so it is saying that yes, we have successfully enrolled this user into our course. So I'm just going to open my Zenler account and check for the enrollment of the new user. All right, so I'm just going to open my Zenler account. Now over here I'm just going to go towards the students of this digital marketing course. All right, I'm just going to go towards the student of this digital marketing course, and yes, over here you can see a new user has been enrolled. You can see same name and the email which we entered has been enrolled to our digital marketing course right over here, that too without any manual efforts. So now with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to do the test submission with the new details. Let's say for the first name I'm just going to keep it as testing right over here, last name as user only, you can see the phone number, and let's say for the email address I'm just going to keep it as this. And after entering all of these details, I'm simply going to click on this submit, and yes, you can see thank you, your response has been submitted. So now Zoho Forms has sent the details of a test submission to a workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further enrolled this user or my potential client who has done the test submission into our Zenler account. So I'm just going to open my Zenler account and check for the new student created. So I'm just going to refresh the students page and check for the new student created with the same details. And yes, you can see the same name, you can see the same email which we entered. Yes, you can see that within seconds in real time, a new student has been enrolled right over here into our digital marketing course, that too without any manual efforts. Yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and we have also tested this workflow in real time, and it is running perfectly fine. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now on every new form submission of our Zoho Forms account, a new user would be enrolled into our Zenler account too, into the free course. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and this video too. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.